Xbox is gearing up for another game showcase this summer, with a good look at brand new games, trailers, and reveals promised for Sunday, June 7th. Followed by a dedicated deep dive into Gears of War E-Day, it's set up to be a big day for all those looking forward to seeing what this new era of Xbox has in store. For context, last year's event saw the reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops 7, Persona 4 Revival, Grounded 2, Beast of Reincarnation, Keeper, and Super Meat Boy 3D, as well as new looks at The Outer Worlds 2, Clockwork Revolution, and Ninja Gaiden 4. But what can we expect this year? Let's start with the one game we know is definitely showing up, Gears of War E-Day. As noted on the Xbox website, the E-Day Direct is set to take players into the start of Emergence Day, offering new details, gameplay, and insights. The prequel was first teased at last year's showcase, but very little has been heard or seen since. We can expect a lengthy look following the main showcase this year though, as well as presumably finding out its 2026 release date. Playground Games may have just released the critically acclaimed Forza Horizon 6, but the British studio isn't done by any means. That's because its reboot of Fable, which was meant to hit in 2026, has just been delayed to February 2027, and I imagine it's almost guaranteed to make an appearance here. Another look at it in action certainly wouldn't go amiss, as we learn more about this new version of Albion. The recently rebranded Halo Studios is due to release the remake of the original Master Chief story, Halo Combat Evolved, in 2026. We can likely expect to see more of this one in action, as well as find out when exactly we can expect to play this year.
The Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here.
Maybe the game I'm most looking forward to seeing more of is In Exile Entertainment's Clockwork Revolution, which is looking like a fantastic blend of Dishonored and BioShock. This one has popped up a couple of times at recent Xbox Summer showcases, so hopefully that means we're getting closer and closer to a release date. After a good look at gameplay in 2025, we'd love to know when it's going to launch at this year's show. And what next for Rare? It had been working for many years on Everwild before it was cancelled last summer, leaving the legendary studio at a mysterious proposition. Ongoing development will presumably continue on Sea of Thieves, but surely a new game is also in the works somewhere. The Killer Instinct, Viva Pinata, and Banjo-Kazooie creators have as long a history as anyone at Microsoft when it comes to developing new series. But could we see it return to one of these? Another of its creations, Perfect Dark, seems even less likely though, following the shutdown of the initiative and cancellation of the reboot last year. First revealed back in 2020, State of Decay 3 re-emerged in 2024, but has been quieter than the dead since. Undead Labs has been working on this one for a while, and we might see it again on June 7th after skipping last summer's showcase. Obsidian, meanwhile, has been far from quiet, and had a very busy 2025, launching Avowed, The Outer Worlds 2, and Grounded 2's early access. So it's been safe to say that we aren't necessarily expected to see much from the RPG studio here. If it did want to spring a surprise Fallout New Vegas remake onto us though, then we'll happily take it. Both Compulsion Games and Ninja Theory have released games in the past couple of years, so it may be a bit too soon to see what they're working on next, but we certainly won't rule it out, especially the latter, who is reportedly working on a third Hellblade that is quote-unquote more of a game. Infinity Ward revealed Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 last week, which will continue Captain Price and team's story as they head to Korea this time around. It's safe to say we'll get a peek at it in action at the showcase, with the new DMZ mode promised to be shown off. Call of Duty is where most of Activision's resources find themselves going these days, but maybe a surprise second project will be sprung upon us. Though a long shot, a revival of one of the publisher's dormant series, such as a new Tony Hawk, Guitar Hero, or Spyro, would certainly make people my age and older smile. Blizzard can be expected to show off continued support for its live service games, such as Overwatch celebrating its 10th anniversary, Diablo 4 following up on its just released Lord of Hatred expansion, and World of Warcraft evolves further beyond its Midnight expansion, which arrived in March. While that's all in the recent past, there are a couple of future possibilities, although not expected this year. One of those is a look at WoW's upcoming The Last Titan expansion, which will serve as the finale to the World Soul Saga trilogy. Another is a look at Overwatch Rush, the mobile version of the hero shooter, although we admit this may not well show up at an Xbox showcase. When it comes to Bethesda, all eyes are on The Elder Scrolls 6. First revealed to be in development way back in 2018, Todd Howard has effectively said that it shouldn't have been shown that early. We realize it's likely still many years away, but perhaps a look at the long-rumored Fallout 3 remake could serve as a welcome stopgap. Elsewhere under the larger Bethesda umbrella, id Software will have moved on to its next project after 2025's Doom: The Dark Ages. Will it be another Doom, a long overdue Quake revival, or something new entirely? And will it even be shown at this year's showcase? And then there's Machine Games, who'll be following up on the excellent Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I'd love nothing more than a sequel to that adventure, but perhaps a return to Wolfenstein is more realistic right now. Reports of the final part of BJ Blazkowicz's Nazi-killing trilogy being in production emerged early this year, so this could be the year we see the original FPS hero return. Finally, when it comes to Bethesda, surely we're due for a look at Arcane's Blade. First teased back in 2023, the Lyon studio has been pretty silent since. It looks like we're never getting that Mahershala Ali movie, so please at least give us this. In regard to what other games we could see, well, that's much more of a guessing game. Based on what's been showcased at previous Xbox shows though, we can at least take educated shots in the dark. I'd personally love to see Persona 4 Revival in action, as well as finding out when I can get my hands on the remake of Atlus's classic JRPG. Staying in Japan, Game Freak's first game outside of the Pokemon universe, Beast of Reincarnation, was featured heavily during January's Developer Direct, so it could well be there too. Action-adventure spin-off Resonance: A Plague Tale could well be in line to make a reappearance, as well as ex-Witcher 3 dev studio Rebel Wolves' vampire RPG, The Blood of Dawnwalker. Stealth shooter Mudang 2 Hearts made a flashy debut this time last year, as did Animo, yet another contender for Pokemon's monster-catching crown. There may be no Hollow Knight Silksong to speculate about this year, unless its DLC makes a surprise appearance, so let's throw some random guesses out there in its place. The Witcher 3 Songs of the Past expansion was just officially announced by CD Projekt Red, and while it seems too early for gameplay, you just never know. Ubisoft could also show up, either with a new look at Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, the in-development Assassin's Creed Hex, or perhaps even the rumored next entry into the Far Cry series. But no, there won't be any sign of GTA 6. Xbox has been teasing its next-generation console, Project Helix, for months now, after formally announcing its existence in March. At GDC, Jason Ronald, Xbox's VP of Next Generation, said, "Project Helix is designed to play your Xbox console and PC games, delivering high performance and providing the ultimate player-first experience. We're partnering closely with AMD to define the next generation of rendering and simulation." We were hoping for some more news about it soon, but Xbox has since let us know not to expect anything from Project Helix at the show. What do you want to see at Xbox's Summer Showcase on June 7th? Let us know in the comments below, and for everything else, you're already in the right place with IGN.